Okay, this is my second time trying to record this video because I didn't realize until after I was done recording it that my microphone was off. So it's just me talking, but you can't hear me at all. I apologize if the camera quality is a little worse than my videos normally are. It's because I'm filming on my phone so that I can hook up the mic, the one that I forgot to turn on. So I'm sorry if the jokes don't hit. I'm sorry if I'm a bit irritable. I just sat down for 16 minutes and then I go to check my footage and there's no audio. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing one of those May favorites videos. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Alright, let me get it together. It's okay. Move this over. See these types of videos on YouTube a lot, and I figured it'd be fun for me to film one. So, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm kind of just gonna talk about like media and stuff I've been, partaking in this month, whatever. It's now June 1st when I'm recording this, so. Okay, first we're gonna start off with movies. So, a lot of these movies that I'm probably gonna talk about are like things you've probably seen. I'm trying to watch all of the things that are like deemed popular or whatever before I start watching like the art house cinephile shit. I'm trying to, natural progression, you know what I mean? I can't talk anymore. So yeah, I watched The Wolf of Wall Street for the first time the very beginning of the month, I think like on the 2nd or something. And I love a story about like a guy, or not, it doesn't have to be a guy actually, I don't know why I said that, but like a person scamming other people and like getting away with it. Like, it's so cool because like you have more charisma than I do. The fact that you're able to get away with this for so long, like I love that. Like, I like this movie. The story, like, I don't know if y'all have seen Shattered Glass. Shattered Glass is fire. That one show about Anna Delvey was fire. Dude, I watched this YouTube video a while ago about some guy who tried to fake a new element. Like, that video was fire. I just love people that be getting away with it a little bit because they're like charismatic and shit. And I'm like, yo, you're so cool because I can do this. Next, I'm going to talk about Boyhood 2014. I've been loving coming of age films, probably because I'm like coming of age, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what's cool about this movie is that they use the same actors. So like they detail this boy's life from the age of 13 to the age of 18 when he graduates high school. It's so nice to watch his progression, like him graduating and stuff as somebody who's about to graduate in a year. Like that's so far. I think that's why I keep loving like coming of age movies, is because I'm about to graduate. But anyway, but they use the same actors. Like, so we see this boy, like this young boy, like the same boy grow up. I think they filmed it over the course of like 12 years or something. So that's really cool. Ethan Hawke's in it, and I love that guy so much. I rewatched Dinner in America. Dude, if you haven't seen Dinner in America and you like stupid fucking rom-coms, you need to watch Dinner in America. It's so goofy and so stupid, and I love Kyle Gallner so much. I saw Creep and Creep 2. I love both those movies. If I had to say what my favorite movies, movies that I've seen this month, like if I had to say what they were, it would probably be Creep and Creep 2. I love those movies so much. I can't. They're so good. They're so good. They're not like really horror. They're more like thriller, but there are like a couple jump scares or a couple parts where they try to jump scare you, but to me they weren't that scary. And I'm like a scaredy cat. So, but I've kind of gotten used to it. I keep watching like horror gameplays on YouTube, so I think over the years I've kind of gotten used to jump scares. But I'm a scaredy cat, so, and it wasn't that bad. They're really funny in my opinion. I think his name is Mark Duplass. Yeah. He plays like the main antagonist. Yeah, he's like, the way that he portrays the character is honestly really funny. So, I watched 8th Grade. It was directed by Bo Burnham, which is like a curveball. I didn't know Bo Burnham was out here directing movies, but I think 8th Grade is like the only movie he's ever directed. Yeah, I think that's the only movie that's underneath him. But anyway, I really liked it. It was another coming of age movie. It was really nice. It was great. And it was also nice to like, okay, the movie kind of took place in like 2013 or something like that, or at least a lot of the, I don't know if it took place then. I just know that a lot of the things that I saw on the girls' like Twitter and Instagram, because the movie featured a lot of social media, all I know is I saw a lot of like memes and funny videos and stuff were popular around the time that I grew up. And And so like seeing her in 8th grade laughing at stuff that I probably would have laughed at in 8th grade is like really cute. Or like seeing her scroll through videos that I would have laughed at when I was younger, like it was really cute, to be honest. And I think that's why I liked it so much, was because it was so modern and catered to me. I feel like a lot of the times I watch coming of age movies that are set in like the 2000s, and I didn't grow up, like I wasn't a kid in the 2000s, you know? Like I was born in the 2000s, but I wasn't like a kid that had enough of a consciousness to like, you know, lock in on the mainstream media in the 2000s. So, you know, I wish I was, because then I would have been at Strokes concerts. Like sometimes I wish I was like a 20-year-old in the 2000s so I could be at a Strokes concert, but that's neither here nor there. All I know is that it was nice to see a coming of age film that featured, you know, media and stuff from when I grew up that isn't extremely corny. You know, because I feel like a lot of those movies that try to be like hip with teenagers nowadays are so fucking lame. Like they try so hard, it's like, dude, it's not working. I watched Vertigo for the first time like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, or something like that. It was pretty good. I really liked the story and the like concept. I think there were a couple, you know, plot twists in there. It was a good movie. I've only ever seen one other Hitchcock movie, and it was Rear Window. And Rear Window was really good too. And I like the fact that Rear Window only featured one set. I feel like being able to make a pretty interesting movie with only one set is like impressive. There we go. And then I watched Ghost World yesterday, actually. I watched Ghost World last night, dude. Oh my god, I fucking love Ghost World. With Thora Birch and fucking Scarlett Johansson, I love it so much. And I forgot what the other guy's name was, but the guy that like plays Seymour or whatever. I don't know, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look it up. Steve Buscemi. Yeah, him, bro. I don't know. All I know is I really like the movie. So that's about all I got. I'm just not gonna expound on what I just said. Actually, chalk it. That's the end of the movies segment. Now I'm gonna move on to books. I'm about halfway through Crime and Punishment. I talked about it. There should be a video that comes up before this video, and I talked about it in that video. I'm about halfway through Crime and Punishment, and then I just started Pride and Prejudice because for some reason I keep reading these big ass 600, 700, 800 page books back to back, and then I don't read any like smaller books in between it, and I don't read any books at the same time. So now I'm just becoming absolutely restless reading these long ass novels. I can't handle it anymore. I'm gonna scream. So yeah, it's pissing me off. So I started Pride and Prejudice. I'm like 20 pages in. It's pretty good. In terms of like my TBR and stuff, I'm gonna finish those 2 books, and then I'm also going to start this Anthony Horowitz series that I have all 4 books of it. It's The Word is Murder is the title of the first book, I'm pretty sure. I read like the Magpie Murders duology, and I really liked it, so I bought those 4 books, or technically I bought 2, and then my boyfriend bought me the other 2, but that's neither here nor there. I have all 4 books, and I think I'm gonna read them after I finish the other 2 books. But we don't know, you know? I could finish the other 2 books in the next 2 months or something like that, and then I could have completely changed my mind by then. So I really don't know what's gonna happen, you know? But yeah, that's kind of it for the books. I haven't really like finished or read anything, to be completely real. But whatever. I'm really just gonna talk about like what I've been listening to, sort of thing, because I kind of listen to the same artists over and over and over again. I'm one of those people that doesn't really like constantly branch out for new music. I just kind of listen to the same stuff that I know that I like already. So this song called Think Before You Drink by the Voids, oh my fucking god, I think that's probably my favorite Void song. But I've also just been listening to a lot of the Voids and a lot of the Strokes because I like love Julian Casablancas. Like okay, let me chill. I love that song so much. I've also listened to Bear, Bare, by Dean Blunt. It's in the album with the little orange dragon cover. Dude, that song is so good. I'm pretty sure it's a piano cover of Love Galore by SZA, including the vocals and all that, but it's just piano. It's like so good. I've also been listening to the Lo-Fi's album by Steve Lacy. I've been listening to Steve Lacy for like forever, but like his songs just give like they're like so summer, you know? So I've been listening to that. I've been listening to some Deftones, some Pierce the Veil, you know, some Loathe, you know, whatever, you know, guitar rock bullshit, you get it. And then I have this playlist called A Stomach Ache. It's like it's named after a part of a quote from Speak 2004, like a movie called Speak 2004, which I feel like I talk about enough Like, I feel like I reference that movie a lot, but I don't know. That might be just to me. I feel like I talk about it a lot, but you might not know that. And it's pretty much just a playlist where I have a bunch of songs that remind me of like the 2000s, or remind me of like living in a 2000s movie, or like Pretty Little Liars or some shit like that. So I have all those in there. I don't know. I don't have a link to the playlist because it's not public, but I'll probably have like a thing scrolling on the side of the screen so you can like pause if you want to see any of the songs that are in there. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is my hobbies. The sun is like pretty much set by now. When I first recorded this, there was a lot more sun, but now I feel like the screen is like completely dark, but whatever. It'll be fine. My hobbies have pretty much stayed the same since about 7th grade. Yeah, but I just have a lot more time to do them now that I'm on summer break and all that. I started studying Korean again, which is great. You know, I didn't really like stop. Well, I kind of did actually. I think I've kind of lost my Korean skills. Like, I was a lot more fluent in like 9th grade and like in 8th and 9th grade than I am in 11th grade now. So yeah, or I'm not really in 11th grade, but you know what I mean. The thing is, I have a lot more time to like pick it back up again. It was like, dude, okay, I had 4 AP classes. Like, I don't want to study a language on top of doing schoolwork if it's not required. So, like, nobody wants to do that. Be real with yourself. You won't want to do it either. So, yeah, I kind of stopped for a little bit and I was like, okay, over the summer, I'll do it, whatever. I started drawing a lot more, like actively trying to like, I've gotten into this little like rut sort of where all I do is copy and I don't like make stuff up from my imagination. So I've been trying to like actually improve on my art and stuff. And I've also picked up graphic design and like poster making because that's kind of what I want to do in college and all that. So I want to build a portfolio over the summer. So I've been doing that too. I've got like a Adobe subscription, but I ended up getting the wrong one. I got the one for Photoshop and Lightroom when I should have gotten the Creative Cloud one, so I have to wait to get the other one. I've been journaling a lot more and watching more movies. I just have a lot more time to do a lot of the things that I like doing. I picked up writing my book again, or my books, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I've basically just been doing a lot more of the hobbies that I normally do now that summer has kind of rolled around and stuff. I don't know. That's sort of it. I think there was like a spiel or a tangent I went on at the very end of my recording of the first version of this, but I cannot remember what I said. I have no idea I'm sitting here trying to remember. I cannot remember what I was talking about, but whatever, it's fine. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know. You might not have I don't know how many of you watched the end, but I appreciate it if you watched the end. I don't know. I kind of hate saying leave a like and comment and subscribe and all that. I hate saying that because it feels like I'm sitting here begging you to do it. But if you want to, that's cool. If you don't want to, that's also cool. I don't know. If you clicked off of the video after I started talking at about the 30-second mark, that's okay. I don't know what I did to you, but okay. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't really know how to end the video. I hate ending videos. If you like anything that I talked about or want to talk about something else, leave a comment. I'll respond to it. Of course I will. I will always respond to comments. And yeah, that's kind of it. The sun's pretty much down. No, it's not. It's not pretty much down. It's just that I don't have the window open and it's really dark in my room. But anyway, thanks for watching. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah. I need to put my tongue in my mouth. My God.